In the last video, I ended on a question. Why do atheists and agnostics have a hard time considering the positive evidence for the resurrection of Jesus? There are a couple frustrating reasons that come to mind. First, many of us Christians go around telling them that in order to believe in Jesus' resurrection, they have to first believe in God. Some of us say things like this because we're terribly afraid that without bringing God into the picture first, the resurrection of Jesus is going to turn out being highly unlikely in the end. I'm here to tell you that that is false. And in our society, it's important that we be able to point to the resurrection of Jesus as evidence for God's existence, rather than convincing atheists and agnostics that they have to believe in God first. So again, the first reason they have a hard time even considering the positive evidence for the resurrection is because either we or they themselves lead them to believe that belief in God is a prerequisite, and they just don't believe it. In God, that is. A second thing that makes it difficult for them to even approach the positive evidence for the resurrection is that they've been convinced that the counter evidence is so strong that it doesn't matter what positive evidence exists, because the counter evidence will always outweigh it. This is perhaps the subject I've been thinking about the most for a few years. I've come to understand some things that are pretty simple, actually, that I didn't understand before, and it has really helped me. I hope it will help some of you as well. People like Gary Habermas and Mike Licona are great at presenting the positive historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. The problem is, as I see it, they need more philosophers in their corner to lay more of the theoretical groundwork. Now, I was very happy to hear in Mike Licona's last video that this is something he has been giving a lot of attention to for years. He even mentioned working with some philosophers of history, and Christian apologetics needs more of that. Mike shared a lot of things that I agree with, but there are some things I'd like to share with him and with all of you as food for thought. In summary, there are at least two main things that often prevent atheists and agnostics from taking seriously or even approaching the positive evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. One is the alleged prerequisite of belief in God, that is, requiring them to become a natural theologian like Richard Swinburne before they can ever believe in the resurrection. Let's not make them become Richard Swinburne, okay? And two, the alleged overwhelming weight of the counter evidence. Again, number two, the alleged overwhelming weight of the counter evidence to the resurrection. So, in the next video, we're going to be answering the question, is belief in God a prerequisite for belief in the resurrection of Jesus? And is it a prerequisite for historical discovery of the resurrection of Jesus? Because that's one of the things that turns historians off to it. Alright, so check out the next video when it's posted, and if you like this channel, please like, subscribe, share, and go check it out. See you in the next video.